As I recently shared with you, as a result of a new law that takes effect October 1st, the Archdiocese of Baltimore faces a great number of lawsuits of historic cases of child sexual abuse that were previously barred by Maryland law. After consulting with numerous lay and clerical leaders in the Archdiocese, I have made the decision I believe will best allow the Archdiocese both to equitably compensate victim survivors of child sexual abuse and ensure the local church can continue its mission and its ministries. And so the Archdiocese of Baltimore has filed for Chapter 11 reorganization. The announcement will no doubt raise several questions and concerns that I will strive to address today and over the coming months. Before I do so, however, I must first offer my heartfelt and enduring apology for the Church's past failings. We cannot and will not ever forget the devastation caused by some ministers of the Church. Many lives were ruined by the evil of child sexual abuse. I acknowledge that no amount of apology, compensation, or knowledge of our present-day accountability measures will necessarily lead to healing for victim survivors, nor repair the harm they suffered. To be sure, conversations with victim survivors have taught me that neither I nor the Archdiocese can bring about their healing or undo what was taken from them. And for that very reason, the Church will not abandon its moral responsibility to continue working towards their comfort and their strength. The Archdiocese of Baltimore joins 32 other dioceses across the United States in taking this action. Chapter 11 is one of two types of bankruptcy. With an approved plan under Chapter 11, the Archdiocese will be reorganized. Victim survivors will be equitably compensated, and the Church will continue in its mission and ministries. This is different from Chapter 7 bankruptcy, when organizations sell all their assets to satisfy creditors and shutter their doors. Our reorganization will involve several steps over the next 2 to 3 years. Generally speaking, shortly after today's filing, the bankruptcy court will begin to accept proof of claim forms from victim survivors for a specified period of time. The Archdiocese and victim survivors will then enter negotiations with the hope of agreeing to a plan that will include a trust fund to provide compensation. If a plan is approved by the bankruptcy court, no future claims for past cases of abuse can be brought against the Church. Additional information on this process, including answers to frequently asked questions, is posted on our Archdiocesan website, www.archbalt.org. We believe Chapter 11 reorganization is the best path forward to compensate equitably all victim survivors, given the Archdiocese's finite financial resources, which would otherwise have been exhausted on litigation, staggering legal fees, and large settlements or jury awards for a few victim survivors would have quickly depleted our financial resources, leaving the vast majority of victim survivors without any compensation, while also ending the ministries that persons and families across Maryland rely on for their material and spiritual support. The Church's efforts to eradicate the scourge of child sexual abuse from our parishes, schools, and ministries, and to provide care and compensation to those harmed did not begin with today's Chapter 11 reorganization filing. And our efforts most certainly will not end here. This decades-long journey has included many steps, from our zero-tolerance policies, extensive training and reporting requirements, and pastoral care, to voluntary settlements offered to victim survivors, and to today's action. We steadfastly hope and we pray that those who have been harmed can find some peace in the light that has been shown on the Church's sinful past, as well as solace through the pastoral care and financial compensation that we hope will be provided under the reorganization process. May God bless us, and may God keep us always in his love.